Hi Libra, and welcome to your June 2021 general reading. This is for those that are born September 22nd to October 22nd. And this is a general reading, so it will not resonate with every single one of you. So please take what resonates with you and leave the rest. Welcome to my channel. This is Forest for the Trees. I really appreciate you being here and trusting me to deliver a reading for you. If you'd like a personal reading, all the information's in the description below, the decks I use, and how to get in touch with me. All right, give the cards a quick smudge, and we'll see what's going on, Libra, for the month of June. All right, here we go. Again, this is a general reading. It will not resonate with every one of you. So take what resonates and please leave the rest. I'm going to do a 3-card pull on Oracle cards to get the general, kind of the general energies for the month. For Libra 2021, please. Oh, there we go. So we have Passage. Beautiful rainbow. Passage. All right, there's that. Boy, the cards are talking to you. Toxic. Ooh, something toxic that needs to be avoided. A toxic passage. Interesting. Awaken inner force. I have to read out of the book on that one. Let's see. Awaken the inner force. It should be, yeah, I thought it was like the very first card. This says, within each of us resides a dormant power of an indomitable dragon with all its infinite potential. The dragon is insatiable in its desire to take on a new endeavor. It matters not the outer appearance. Incredible strength and will resides even in the most feeble-looking among us. It is unstoppable, divine force flowing inside of each of us that drives, creates, and destroys. Do not try to subdue or hide it, for it has a roar that must be heard. So, again, very much a strength card that you have inside. Oh, I just noticed that. See her or him inside of the dragon. That's wild. So you have the strength. This could be a toxic relationship, Libra. This could be something toxic, a toxic time in your life. It could be work. It could be a relationship. It could be family. Know there's a passage. Know that there is a rainbow at the end of the tunnel, so to speak. And, you know, with the rainbow, I have to go into the LGBTQ plus community, so that could have something to do with that. You know, if there's somebody that's coming out or somebody that maybe lives in a toxic or works in a toxic environment that's not accepting of you know, diversity. But no, you have the strength. No, you know, you have the strength to overcome any of this. If it's a relationship, leave. If it's a job, change it if you have to. You have the passage. The passage opens up. You know, it's coming towards you. It's on a boat. So you have changes coming. And it could be a rite of passage. It could be a movement forward. But again, it's that toxic environment, that toxic workplace, person, that comes into play that you need to know you have the strength to overcome. All right, Libra, let's get down to the Celtic Cross and a tarot reading for you. So, central to the issue, we have the Five of Swords. And it is in reverse, but upright, the Five of Swords is not playing fair. The Five of Swords is, you know, victory is more important than the truth. And it is in reverse. So this either tells me that it's a situation you've gone through, or that you're refusing to play into other people's mind games, or you're refusing to play into anybody's control, or what they think is control of you, how they can control you. Five is a card of change, so maybe it is like a job or some type of, with the toxic card, you know. I always think of it too, be careful of overindulging with the toxic card. All right, so we have, yeah, see, that's beautiful. Because this card basically talks about winning at all costs, you know. Victory is more important than truth. And you're coming from the attitude that truth is more important than winning. And with that will give you a winning attitude. With that's going to bring you accolades. With that will bring you closer to what you are wanting to accomplish. You know, you want the truth. You want to be seen for who you are. You want to bring that balance. These mini decks are hard to shuffle. So, foundation card is nostalgia. It's thinking about the past. Kind of wishing the way things used to be. And maybe, you know, since this is the foundation card, maybe your childhood, maybe it's not, maybe you're not necessarily wishing for the way things used to be. Maybe it's just remembering how your childhood was. Your childhood formed who you are today. And there could have been some conflict in your childhood that you overcame as an adult and didn't want to, you wanted to break the cycle. You didn't want to keep repeating the same cycle. And with that, you brought victory to yourself. And your generations to come. All right, we're going to see the past energies that you could still be in, coming out of. This is the Queen of Cups, and it's in reverse. And she is, she's beautiful. She's a queen of emotion. She's in charge of her emotions. She doesn't let her emotions take her over. But it is in reverse. So this is telling me, you know, this is a card of Cancer and Pisces and Scorpio. It's a water sign. It's a sign of, again, your emotions. And it's in reverse. So maybe your past, that there was either a person, it could be a mother figure, that wasn't in control of their emotions. Or, and I hate to say this, but I'm getting alcoholic. And I'm not saying your mother's an alcoholic, but it could be a family member, or it could be a, somebody close to you that maybe has addictive tendencies or addictive behavior. And it possibly could be you, and that's where the toxic's coming in, you know, to be very careful about what you put in your body. If it's not coming from an outside source. But I still think this has to do with some family. And maybe if it's addiction, maybe it is where you choose to break the cycle. Possibly. Your present energy, beautiful. You have the Ace of Swords. So you have a new ideas coming in, new thoughts, new way of doing things. Again, look at this. You have that laurel wreath. And up there too. And this tells me too, what you're going through, you know, breaking the cycle. You're not alone in this. There's people around to help you. So you have new thoughts, new ideas coming through. A new way of doing something. A new idea. New thoughts. It's in reverse. So you need to make sure that you're not falling into the trap of low self-esteem. Not falling into the trap of the thoughts being negative about yourself. You know, you want to be able to turn the sword upright and fight for truth. Don't listen to lies. Don't feed the lies. All right, coming into the future energy. Gosh dang it. We've got a heartbreak. You've got the Three of Swords. And this is just showing me, and again, this is the energy I'm reading right now. You know this is coming, so you have the ability to change it and turn the sword upright. You know, don't let that doubt and low self-esteem get you down. You know, fight for the truth, fight for justice. And then it just tells me if you don't, you know, there can be heartache. It can lead to heartache. And I almost feel like, again, it's like somebody will disappoint you again. You're going to let somebody back in again, and they're going to disappoint you again. You know, what's the definition of insanity? Doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. That's kind of what I'm feeling with this Three of Swords. It's like you've been there, done that, and yet you keep doing that. And again, it could be if somebody has addiction issues, and if they, you know, fall off again, and you take them in again, and you do the same thing again, which I understand. I'm not saying you shouldn't help somebody. I'm not trying to say that at all. But it's just that kind of repetitive energy that here we go again. It's going to be the same outcome again. You know, it's a cyclical thing. It goes in cycles. All right, your energy right now, Libra. It's for June 2021. Your energy, you have the Ten of Cups. You have emotional stability. You're coming from a good place. You're coming from a good place. You're still in this mode of victory. which is a great place to be. You know, again, this is the future. So you want to stay in this energy. You want to stay in this 10 of Cups. The 10 is the ending of a cycle, a completion of a cycle, so a new cycle can begin. So there could be a new emotional cycle getting ready to start for you, Libra. All right. So let's see the energies around you. You have the Page of Swords. So you have, again, fighting for the truth. Fighting for what you know is right. The energies around you. Not only are, but other people are. You're fighting for justice. You're fighting to uphold that, you know, what started this whole reading. Refusing to continue a cycle. Refusing to keep doing it over and over. And, you know, this card could be, too, if there's addiction around, and if you're recovering or even not, sometimes we have to remove ourselves from a situation. And then that can cause heartache. You know, it can break your heart to have to turn your back on somebody. If you have to. I mean, all we can do is what we can do. We can offer help. We can get them help. But a lot of times if it's, you know, if it's an addiction, if somebody has an addiction, then they have to want help. And sometimes when they don't want help and having to walk away from a person is very, very heartbreaking. But you're still fighting for the truth. You're still fighting for justice. And that to me is a card too of, she's a page. She's a she in this. It could be a he. But she's a page, so and pages are messengers. So there's a message about a truth coming in. Messages about something about the truth coming in towards you. And I think what you do with that message, you know, that's up to you. But it's a message, but there's a lot of being naive, being young, being new, not knowing really. So when this message comes in, you might not know what to do with it, how to process it. Sorry about that, I was thirsty. And this could be, you know, that swords is a different way to process, possibly. A different way to look at communication. Communication coming in. All right. Your hopes and fears. The Death card. It's a card of Scorpio. Well, I think it's a fear that there's no change and things go on the way they go on. You know, the Death card represents letting something go, letting something die away. And it doesn't mean a physical death. It can mean a physical death, but most of the time it means letting something go that no longer serves you. Letting something die, letting something completely leave you so you can be transformed and something new can come. You know, you can see that passage. It's like you're given the right to that passage. We've got the final outcome card. Probable outcome is the Queen of Rods. And it's in reverse. So this is a card of fire. It is Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius energy. She's a queen, and she can be a he. It's just that she's a queen. So if it's a he, he's a little more passive than he would be aggressive to me. He's a little more nurturer than he would be authoritative. And he can be a little more feminine than he would be masculine. I mean, that's just how I read it. She is about creativity and passion, and about knowing the hard work that she's put in to make her reality. And it's in reverse. So again, I think it's a card of really learning to trust yourself, to know what it is, what is your passion, what are you passionate about, where exactly do you where are you seeing this move toward, where do you want it to move toward? If people in this situation did get help, where would you want to see this move towards? What inspires you? What creates your passion? What do you want to create? Sitting in your power, knowing that you're in control. It's taking back that control. And, all we really can control is ourselves. We can't control other people. And other people shouldn't control us. But you have the Victory card. You have to sit in that power of, accolades and knowing that you've done the right thing. And whatever this toxic is or was, you have to come out of it. And sometimes you have to leave behind the ones that won't come out of it with you. And I think, with the Ten of Cups here, you've already decided how you want to live your life. This is your energy. This is how you're feeling. You're feeling very emotionally stable and fulfilled. Ending of a cycle, beginning to start a new cycle. Putting a lot of thought into a situation. Having open communication. But again, there's only so many times we can be hurt and re-hurt and hurt and re-hurt and hurt and re-hurt. All right, Libra, let's pull an Empathic Oracle card for you. And these are just beautiful cards, and they've been complementing this deck so very well. All right. Adversity. Overcoming adversity. What a beautiful card. I love how it kind of matches the rainbow. And adversity, toxic. right? Overcoming adversity. No matter how deep the muck of experience, I will continue to reach for the light. Awaken the inner force. Fight. The story of the lotus is one of overcoming obstacles, and by its wisdom it gained its petals, which opened one by one in purity and soiled by the mud from which it came. So for the empath, often born into challenging family situations, that's what I said, it was a family situation. Could be a family situation with the toxic. Okay, so for the empath born into challenging family situations, later attracting partners in relationship who cannot love us for as we need, and adding the experiencing of day-to-day emotional overloading simply because of who and what we are. It soon becomes evident that adversity is a companion on our path. The muck of your emotional life is not a pleasant experience, but it is possible that you can learn from the story of the lotus. Inner strength can be found and developed. And there may even be a realization that the mud isn't that bad when you focus on the beauty of the destination. Do not let the muck of emotional life soil the purity of the gift that you are. That's beautiful. Do not let the muck of emotional life soil the purity of the gift that you are. That's beautiful. You're that rainbow, Libra. You're the rainbow. Don't let this toxicity, the muck, soil you. You have the inner strength. Right? If you are a journaling person, these are really good journal prompts. You can write these down and journal. Number 1, has adversity weighed me down to the point of being not able to move forward? Number 2, am I allowing my inner strength to present itself? Number 3, look into the situation. Is there beauty to be found in it? Number 4, be open to the unraveling and new presentations. Ask yourself if this situation needed to be in order to get where you are going. So hang in there, Libra. Hang in there. You know, you're breaking the cycle. Breaking the cycle. And know, you know, again, the power, the passion, you have it. You just have to reach for it and remember. Remember. All right, Libra. I thank you for watching. Good luck to you this month. I would love to hear how this resonates with you. Again, any information you need is in the description. Have a beautiful month. And I will see you next time, okay? Bye for now.